Howdy, folks. I'm Mark, and today I am joined by Nick Porch, or Porcho, of Nothing New Under the Porch. Nick, thank you for joining me for this short talk about video games.
Oh, thank you for having me on this short talk about video games.
Well, glad you're here. Sorry it's been so long since you've been back, but good to have you here. But you are listening to Quick Play, so let's get right into it. We're here today. We're talking about video game places. Which are a little bit weird to think about actually living in, because I feel like most of my favorite video games are places I would not actually want to live in. A lot of these settings and places are like amazing and beautiful and diverse vistas, filled with things that are pretty inclined to kill you. But so I want to get what's helpful is I want to gain the expertise of someone who knows what that's like being Australian. So, Nick, glad you're here to talk about some. We're playing not really travel agent, but we're playing, rehoming agent.
Our retirement planning. Like when you think about a lot of these places we're probably going to mention are great spots to retire, because when you think about it, there's probably not many employment opportunities where we're wanting to live.
Right. Gotta figure out what's the game plan here. We'll discuss kind of where these things are and what benefits they have. We're talking the best places in video games to actually live and retire and spend the rest of your days. We've each brought 5. We'll trade them back and forth. Coming a little hot. I started this up realizing like I thought of 3 of my 5. I think I've got my 5 now. This will be obviously the best of the best that we got.
The best ever.
The best ever. This is the final podcast of this topic. We can never change. Definitive places to live. I will start us off with my first pick. That way we can end the grand finale on your end. As I was thinking, so place number 1, I was trying to go beyond existing IP. So I wanted to do like video game places, not like movies or stuff that have video games, but I was too tempted. And I feel like this could be a really key thing is I want to spend some rest of my days in Lego Lord of the Rings. I feel like the combination of the 2 IPs together in this video game kind of helps it make it unique. In part because Middle Earth seems like a hard place to live. A lot of danger, a lot of scary things. The Shire, of course, is kind of where you want to be. But it's all Lego. You can just get smashed by an orc and pull yourself back together. Like that's all safety. And then you can go and explore all these places that are pretty close together comparatively. You don't have to walk. You could walk to Mordor. But you can get to Minas Tirith. You can get to Rivendell. You can get to Edoras pretty easily.
I don't think it's going to matter. I doubt like plastic legs get tired. You don't have muscles.
That's true.
So
exactly.
Walk endlessly.
Exactly, yes. And I'm assuming that of like this is kind of you're entering this dimension, you've become a Lego person. Otherwise, you're just a giant among all the Lego people, and which probably also fine being Lego pieces. But yeah, that's my first pick is Lego Middle Earth, essentially, of Lego Lord of the Rings.
It's a safer way to live it, I think, in that world.
Mm-hmm. What's not to love?
And hey, you get to play with Lego endlessly too.
It's true. Let your imagination run wild. You can build whatever you want. Kind of keep things going. Sounds cool.
As long as the economy isn't like how we spend money on Lego, because it could get really expensive to build a house in Lego Lord of the Rings. I don't know how much a stud costs in real life, but
oh man, what's cheap. That? Yeah, the exchange rate. I don't know. I mean, at least the money's everywhere. You just punch a bush, money pops out, which probably does kind of result in some inflation.
It's a lot of second breakfasts to have to give up to be able to save money.
Yes.
A good choice. Exactly. I like that.
Yeah. How about you? What's your first choice?
I went with a classic Pokemon game, so it'll be from the first generation, Pallet Town.
Nice.
Yeah, classic. So you get to live in a town that is very simple. Probably, I think you have at least 2 neighbors, and I think there's the Poker Lab with Professor Oak. There's not even any shops now that I think of it. However, that doesn't matter. You can...
But everything you need.
you can catch Pokemon, and you can play in the grass and catch Pokemon. You can get an old rod and catch Magikarp. And, well, if you don't want the Magikarp, you're not going to throw it back. You're going to eat it. So you can live off the land. You don't really need to spend money at the shop. And when you think about it, in Pokemon, you can't buy anything much of interest from a shop. It's very one-track mind, the shopkeeper. Okay, this person's obviously here to just buy things for their Pokemon. So like potion, Pokeball.
Right. Yeah.
What if I want to buy a magazine or a newspaper? Can't.
Too bad.
Sorry. So that's actually a kind of bad thing about it. But I like the simplicity of Pallet Town. It's just the aspect of being able to be a Pokemon trainer is cool. Yeah. And I wanted to be a Pokemon trainer as a kid.
Of course.
And didn't work out that way. I'm working in logistics. Yeah. But maybe some other time I could become one.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's some varmints around you could train up and
you got
teach them to fight.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I mean, there's cockfighting. I could just get some chickens.
There you go. Yeah. That's what real life Pokemon really is.
Pretty much.
Slightly legal, but
catch some unfortunate poultry and throw them in a ring together.
Yeah, just tell them to fight.
That's dark, isn't it?
The child's dream.
Yes.
I did think about like any Pokemon places that'd be worth living in. I think it's what would kind of prevent me is you have to be all in a Pokemon. Like there is nothing else. There's no other passions. Like there's no video game podcasts in the Pokemon world. There's only Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you gotta lock eyes and you gotta fight. And that's the way of life.
Yeah, it's very just violent, really.
But if you're into that, Pallet Town's a great choice. My second place, I was thinking of there's the Shy Guy Village in the Wild Woods on Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well. But it was one of the first DLC tracks for the original Wii U Mario Kart 8. And I can't remember which cup it's in, but it's one of the later ones. This beautiful forested area. I love a good treehouse village. And this one, it's also accommodated motorsport. So you got some lively action going right outside your window. You fly when you're playing Mario Kart, you'll fly all right past them, but all the Shy Guys, they have these like quaint cottages built into the sides of a canyon. And there's these beautiful waterfalls and a stream. There's rope bridges. There's easy access to fresh water because of all these streams and waterfalls. It's probably polluted with motor oil, but it just seems like a really pleasant place. That's beautiful forested area. That's just built on the side of a cliff. I was thinking of kind of honorable mention sliding under here is Treetop Town from Donkey Kong Country. It's also a really cool vibe, even though that one's just straight up Endor from Star Wars. But I love a good treetop village. It's pretty cool.
I was going to comment and say that Shy Guys do seem to live like Ewoks of Star Wars.
It's true,
except they're more introverted.
They go and work in the mines and come back home to their tree houses. All right, how about you? Pick number 2.
Let's see. I enjoy Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, and I thought Clock Town would be a cool little spot to live apart from the threat of the moon crashing down on you. So, I don't know. What are you going to say?
I mean, theoretically it gets saved. It's a pretty harrowing few days, but yeah.
Yeah, it all ends pretty well. I just like the vibe of the place. It's just fun, colourful. I mean, you could join the bomber crew and help them do good deeds. It's just, you got Tingle. He's
around.
Tingle. Yeah, he's there.
Every town's got its weirdo.
Yeah. I like the whole, I suppose, aspect of that part of the game is like doing good deeds and getting rewarded and stuff like that. It's just like, I feel like it'd be a pretty pleasant place to live. And it's fun, has cool music that plays, and you got the festival that goes on. And if you want to go out, you can go to the swamp for a look, the ocean, mountains, and
the desert, I think is the other
temple. Yes, probably don't want to go out there. Yeah,
but, all these vacation spots. Just short walk away.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
That was a good game, and I had a good time. I just really liked Clock Down and the music there as well. Just, yeah.
That's a good pick. I especially like the idea of like kind of this pretty one-to-one of you do good deeds, you get rewarded. And you know, the world doesn't work that way all the time. It's sometimes works that way. It's supposed to work that way. It's an ideal, but it's not programmed to work that way right now. So that is a nice, that does seem like a nice way to live. For number 3 for me, I've got, this is from Red Dead Redemption 2, but the town of Strawberry. It is a smaller settlement out in the mountains. The big dreams of being a resort town. It's the mission where you go to break Micah out of jail.
Unfortunately.
A lot of people. I think that was the first time really, and not the first time. And when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, of just kind of like the immersion breaking of where are all these people coming from? Like where this town seemed like it had 30 people living in it, and I've just killed 200, and I don't know kind of what happened here. But it does bounce back. You kind of visit later on. It's growing a little bit. It's just a really pleasant kind of Colorado town. Seems like a really nice place to live. That's what I got.
Yeah. And it's a sweet name. Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Even.
What a pleasant place. All right, how about
I-
you? Pick number 3.
I was trying to think of a place in the Elder Scrolls and in one of the games. So I was like, there's one in Skyrim, but I prefer Oblivion. So I had to pick one out of Oblivion. Now, this place isn't exactly that colourful and uplifting, except I don't mind a bit of snow and cold weather. So I chose the city of Bruma, which is up in the north in the mountains.
Very nice.
I mean, you get to see Tamriel out in front of you. Like, it's a good view of all that. And it's just it'd be like my winter holiday home, I suppose you could say. I just go up there and enjoy some cold weather and, go into the inn and have a mead by the fire. And the next day I could just go out and find a bear to beat up or something out in the mountains because it's up in the mountains.
That sounds like a great daytime activity.
With a warhammer, of course, not with my fists. So,
sure.
Yeah.
Do you have the shouts in Oblivion? Or is that only Skyrim? Bummer.
Spells.
But still.
Cast fire on him. That would hurt.
Yeah. Can't keep a safe distance.
There's nothing like shouting something off a mountain, though, in Skyrim.
Of course.
Great.
Oh, yeah. Of course. This is a more U.S. Eastern term. Are you familiar with snowbirds? It's when...
No. Is that like when a bird poos on you? Except it's not poo, but it's snow? I don't know.
It could be. It is not
I'm just
normally.
making something up.
But it's what happens. You get these retirees who they retire and then will move to Florida, but not really move to Florida because they don't want to be in Florida in the summer. So they just buy 2 houses. One's in Florida for all the cold months, and one's in like the mountains of North Carolina for the when it's hot. So this I feel like is a good snowbird home of like you don't want to spend the cold, dark winters in Bruma, but when everywhere else it's hot in summer, kind of just go back up north, hang out for a bit, cool off. Just ignore this, avoid the sunburn.
Yeah,
it's a great place.
I like that. I prefer to rug up than undress. I prefer cold weather.
Mm-hmm. So. I do too. Yeah. All right, we're on to pick number 4 for myself. So I feel like I've got a lot of like kind of small resort, like quaint towns. So I wanted to pick a city. And I spent some time. I couldn't figure out what this place is called. But in all instances, but in my mind, so there's SSX On Tour, the snowboarding game. I have it for GameCube. The GameCube version you can play as Mario, Luigi, and Peach as like extra bonus characters exclusive to that version. It's also the final track at the bottom of the mountain is Nintendo Village. And it's just this cool city that's like, the only thing Nintendo about it is they kind of spray painted like Starman and mushrooms on the ramps and stuff, which is like, yeah, that's cool. But I dig it. It's this kind of, yeah, it's like, it is this really built up cool city. You're snowboarding through it. It's all snowy. It's beautiful. The PlayStation 2 and Xbox versions, it has a different name because it obviously isn't Nintendo. And I couldn't figure out what that name is. I feel like it might be a Christmas Village, which would be pretty cool. I know at least in the GameCube version, you like run into a tree and it makes a bunch of like jingle noises, like there's ornaments in them. So it might be Christmas themed. I couldn't figure out. I couldn't find a normal like just track list from this game. But I mean, if I gotta live in a big city, which I would rather not do, I'd rather it be something like just this cool, built up in the mountains, beautiful vista all around. It sounds great, and plus a little extra Nintendo theme to it. I'm all about it.
Yeah, and you never know. It didn't happen in the game you were playing, but Nintendo characters are surely to stop by.
Of course, Mario will snowboard by and punch a small child. Like,
jaw jump on them.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's worth checking out. I would live there for a little bit. All right, how about you? Pick number 4.
Well, going with this snowbird theme, apparently, because I had my winter home. Now I've got my summer home coming up.
Oh, perfect.
Besaid Island from Final Fantasy X.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of just wash up on this island in the game, and I feel like I guess that's how I would arrive there too. I'd randomly wash up, and I'd suddenly be in a Blitzball team, which is the game that is the mini game which is forced on you in Final Fantasy X, which some people love or hate. I loved. It's like underwater volleyball soccer, pretty much.
Oh, I've heard about it. Didn't know it was underwater.
Yeah, don't ask me how they managed to not die while playing. They never come up for air. It just is. So anyway, I'd get good at that. That'd be my summer sport, is blitzball. And then when I'm not doing that, I'd just be going through the paths. There's plenty of good bushwalking paths in this area, really, if you don't care for the fiends that'll attack you.
Sure.
I'll just fight them. I'm used to living in Australia, as you say. I've made it to the ripe old age of 34, and with a life expectancy of 20 in Australia, I'm doing pretty well.
Beating the odds.
Yes.
Doing great.
Bloody oath. And yeah, I think Besaid would just be great, just to get my tan, even though I'm not that keen on the sun heaps, but got to equal it out. Vitamin D.
There you go.
That's good. Kids listening at home, get your vitamin D.
It's good for you. It's what you need. It's a good pick. I was kind of wondering, I feel like there's a lot of great like island places. I didn't pick any islands, but I'll come back to that and just.
No, you can come to Besaid Island if you want. It's all right.
Oh, sure. I'd love to visit. Sounds great. This is my top pick, number 1. We actually talked about this a little bit before we started, so I feel like this could be the honorary number 1 spot. But I got Pelican Town from Stardew Valley. The appeal of it is obvious. It's a beautiful place with kind and cool people. I feel like if you move to it, you gotta become a farmer. I think farming is way harder than Stardew makes it seem. But hopefully, ideally, the farming is as easy as it is in Stardew Valley, which would be amazing. That'd be crazy. But it is intricate. There's a ton of things to explore, a ton of places to go to. You just kind of got everything you need, nothing you don't. You got your general store. You've got even a beach resort to boat down to now. And you've got mountains. You got places to fish. Got secret woods. Everyone loves a cool secret woods. And yeah, I love to take my family and move there and pick up the farming life and leave all the busy city life behind. So yeah, Pelican Town in the valley of Stardew Valley. Would love it.
I was gonna, if Mark didn't have this one, I was going to be picking it too, just because you do say that the farming life could be harder than what Stardew is making it out to seem. I disagree. You could literally just cut some grass, put it in your chest thing, and make money by doing that. Like, you don't have to do much to make money in this town. Pick up a rock, put it in your
sell anything.
Yes,
yeah. And the mayor himself comes and picks it up.
Yeah,
and gives you money.
You don't have to do much. You don't even have to leave your house. It's great.
Big fan.
Lovely place to live. Number one, I picked Horseshoe Overlook, which is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh,
so
nice.
This is the first camp you come across where everything is fine. And
nothing has gone wrong yet.
No, it's all good. Dutch hasn't lost the plot. I don't know. I just like the harmony of that spot, and it's just. Well, I haven't seen that part of the country of the US, but I can compare it to parts around here. It's just,
sure.
I don't know. It's beautiful to explore. It's good fun, and I can live out my fantasies of becoming a cowboy and just shooting stuff and being good or bad. Mostly good.
The world is your oyster.
Yeah. I just had such a good time exploring in Red Dead Redemption 2. I figured, well, I better pick a place, and why not that one? Just full-on camping.
I love it. Yeah. With your crew, your gang. Have you also seen, I don't know if this was like a one-time thing that the meme keeps popping up, or this lady keeps on giving this, but there's like a nature photography competition shout out for like a local Colorado news station, and she keeps on submitting screenshots from Red Dead Redemption 2, and they keep getting featured as like, look at this beautiful place of like where this lady has gone. So I feel like Horseshoe Overlook has shown up a few times on this local news station in Colorado.
Yeah. Yep. That's easily fooled. Duped.
Yes. Well, good pick. Unlike my Red Dead pick, nothing has gone wrong in Horseshoe Overlook. So it's a good start.
My problem is you can't run in camp. I have to walk everywhere.
That's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Do you get the house building? If you built a house on Horseshoe, would you still get the house building song? Because that's really important. That was like the most important piece of that game.
Oh, I think you'd have to. It'd be unfair otherwise.
Yeah.
If I want to build a house there, I want the house building song, which is
guaranteed.
It felt like such a unexpected song when that came out. It was great. Good old uncle.
Oh yeah,
battling through his lumbago to hell.
Oh man. Well, Nick, our time is short, but before we go, one last question. What is one video game place you don't want to live in, but you at least want to visit? Got any things in mind?
Okay, well, you know how there's thrill-seeker tourists who, say, go in a cage and get dunked in the ocean and are surrounded by, like, great white sharks? This is a thing people do. I would not do it. However, I thought, what if this could happen in, like, a safari-like situation in the Lands Between in Elden Ring, where I just get to take pictures of the beautiful countryside, and if I have these dogs with massive heads come and try and attack me, it won't matter because the cage is electrified from the outside. And it'd just be great. There'd be like burgers I could eat just inside the cage, and I could drink Mountain Dew Code Red, and it'd be great. So probably the Lands Between.
Nice. It sounds like a really intense Pokemon Snap.
Yeah. Very.
Just scary. You're safe, but scary. A little thrill seeker.
On rails hell.
Yes. For me, what I want, I'd love to visit my Animal Crossing island from New Horizons. But why I don't want to live there necessarily. So some backstory. For our honeymoon, my wife and I went to Kauai in Hawaii. It's amazing and beautiful. But it's not tiny. But it did wig me out a little bit to think about how small it was. Like, it was weird to just kind of be there and you can't see the other end of the island, obviously, but it's like, man, there's like, I could be on the other side of the island in 2 hours. And just thinking about like, what if we made our lives here? It kind of made me feel claustrophobic. Like, I want to be able to, I need to drive 8 hours to a state, to another state. So, but as much as I would love to go to my Animal Crossing island in the same way, if I thought about like and living there every day, I would still think I'd feel the same claustrophobia. So I'd love to go visit, spend a month maybe, living in my house that I made, my animal friends. But I don't know if I want to stay there long. Kind of two other examples I thought of as well is like Delfino Isle from Mario Sunshine. Sounds like a great place to visit but not live in. Or like Woohoo Island from Wii Sports Resort, also real cool. I don't think I could do island life as like a retiree. So
yeah, I literally live on an island.
It's a pretty big island though, right?
Yeah, well, from where I am at the top down to the bottom in Hobart, that's a 3.5 hour drive.
Oh wow, okay, so you're like I was thinking like Australia's kind of a
well, I live in,
but you're an actual island.
Yeah, I'm in the detached part right down the bottom, which is still a state.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know. So this is kind of real life for you. I mean, it's not tiny, but like that's an island.
Yeah, look it up, guys. If you want some geography lesson for the day, then just go have a look at the little island down the bottom of Australia that just doesn't get noticed by the world, hopefully, ever. Leave us alone.
Pass right by us. Nothing to see here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Nick, that winds us down. One last question. One name, one game. What are you playing?
Mario Kart World. Dabbling in that a little bit.
Nice. Very nice.
Not very well, but it's fun.
That skill ceiling is so high. I've been finishing up Pikmin 4, having a great time. Well, Nick Porch, thank you again for joining me. Where else are you out on the internet?
Let's see, on Facebook, X, don't go on there much, it's a bit depressing, and Instagram, so probably mainly posting stuff on Facebook and Instagram. So mainly as myself, I don't really have my podcasts on there much.
True. Yeah. But you can be found on your podcast. So I'll link that as well.
Thank you.
You want to give any quick pitch for Nothing New Under the Porch?
All right. It is a podcast about theology, video games, and satire, and much, much more. It's just evolved into whatever I feel like talking about usually. I have a lot of fun with fake video game what is it called? Fake video game previews. I do those. Lots of adventures wrapped up in them, and I interview random people, which, I'll probably have Mark on someday for that too. I
love that.
They're very uncomfortable interviews, you could say.
I enjoyed the one with Josh Brocklow. That was good.
I enjoyed putting those questions together. It was fun.
Wonderful. Well, all that will be linked down below. If you like a dry wit and a cool accent, that's where you gotta go. Well, thank you all for listening in. You can follow us on the major podcasting services or on YouTube. You can press all the good buttons there if you enjoyed this conversation. You can find us on the proper socials at Quick Play Pod and let us know what is the best video game place to live. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.